Welcome back to the Vanish from Customs channel. Before this video kicks off, it's got a lot of plot twists in it. Let's say that. There's some things that have changed in the time of me recording this video. So I'm going to do a brief kind of overview of what we're doing, and then we'll jump right into the video. So let me turn the camera around. We'll talk about the rig. So this truck has not really been on the channel yet. This is my 1980 Chevy K30, 3+3. So this cab is in really good shape. This is the third cab that I bought, piecing this together. We got new rocker I put on this side. I could do a little bit of patchwork there. This whole truck is going to be getting blasted underneath and front firewall and everything painted. That I'm not going to reveal the motor. You can stay till the end of the video. I talked about it. But this is a pretty significant build. This is not a, over the weekend type of thing. It was supposed to be. It's not. So let's go check out the frame, some other parts I have for it real quick, and then we'll jump right into the video. Kind of looks a little bad. It's been sitting out here for a bit. This is the frame for the truck. So if you can see, obviously, it's been blasted and painted. Axles are, that's a Dana 44 up front, 14 bolt in the rear. Both have 410 gears in them. This is I converted it to a blazer tank. Got rid of the saddle tanks. I still got to finish my mounts. I'm not super happy with how those came out. The frame's pretty much done. I got a little bit of stuff. I got freaking bar I got to cut off that somebody welded to it. A little bit of touch-up paint. I need to get this inside so we can stick the motor and trans in it, start mounting all the stuff in the frame, get everything ready for the drivetrain, and then get a driveline made, that kind of stuff. But yeah, let's go check out the bed. All right, there's the old truck, or the original one, I should say. Really good shape. It's just the bed down here and up top above the doors is in pretty rough shape. So ended up finding that 80 cab, a lot better shape. That was the second cab we bought. Same thing, found some rust that I didn't want to fix in this one. It's a lot more work than I was hoping for. Here's the bed. But yeah, that's the kind of spare cabs that we had bought trying to make this work. I bought this truck especially for the bed. That's the whole reason I bought it. But we got a nice, decent flatbed on it. That thing's stuck right now. I really like the way they put these boxes under here. Be able to put quite a bit of stuff in here. We are going to change some things about this flatbed and some things I just don't like. I don't like the way they built the headache rack. I don't like the back of it. I don't like it's got wood instead of metal. So we're going to change all that. But this is the bare bones that we're going to start with. It's going to get blasted, painted, all that fun stuff. So let's jump in the video. You guys can watch me build an entire motor for no reason, and then what the plan is now. So check it out. What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to start assembling forgot an intro, so I've already started, but assembling my 6-liter for my crew cab. Didn't need a refresh, but I had it out, so we're putting new rings, bearings in it, all that kind of stuff. Gap in the rings. I do have a GT45 for it. I just picked up this Amazonian turbo manifold. We're gonna have to kind of clean up the casting a little bit on here. You guys will see the paint color today. We're gonna paint the motor, I guess, the same color as the truck. It's a tropical glitch color called Blue Lagoon. I'm excited for this truck. I have paint coming. I have metal flake, the gold leaf for doing hand-turned gold leaf on it. So it should be a pretty, that was landed right in my oil. That's really cool.
Get riggedy wrecked, son!
Excuse the mess. I got parts everywhere up here from putting these pistons in. But yeah, we got ARP head bolts, the ARP harmonic balancer bolt, ARP rod bolts. This is a 552 lift, 212, and I think it's like 225 or something duration, and an LSA 107. This is a Richard Holdner performance cam, their low buck truck cam. Milling oil pump, BTR. This is BTR. I think this should be the those are push rods, chromoly push rods, and then we have the Trunnion upgrade kit for the rocker arms. So we're doing a Trunnion upgrade on that. Elgin LS7 lifters. These are, I don't remember what the springs are. These came with the cam. But yeah, we got the nice valley cover. We got some fancy little valve covers under here. So the 2-piece valve covers, so the coil's sitting underneath them. It should look pretty nice. So the whole idea is blue and black with the motor. That's the turbo. I just took that cold slide off so we can paint it. But yeah, ignore the mess. This is harebrained at the moment, but
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
these are just stock pistons, stock rod, stock crank. This is a 6-liter LQ9. I put King coated bearings or whatever, some fancy ones from Michigan on the bottom. They're HP or something series bearings in it for the rods. I'm not sure how much boost we're going to put this truck on. I'd like it to probably be around 7 pounds. I gapped the top rings to 30 thou, 28 thou on the second. I'm hoping that should be plenty of ring gap for this motor. Shouldn't need anything crazier. I mean, it's not going to be a pretty high horsepower motor, so there's no need for a lot of ring gap. It's just going to be a nice driver tow rig. It'll be my daily, so nothing super crazy. Just slowly going together. I'm going to smack these other 2 pistons in, and then I can put the cam in it and start putting the timing chain and everything on, getting this thing prepped for paint. The machine shop took my dowels out, and I didn't realize that they took them out, I guess, or he didn't put them back in there. So I'm gonna have to order some dowels before I put the heads on. But otherwise, this thing's been honed, hot tanked, all new oil plugs. All the plugs have been replaced. Oil galleys cleaned out. The barbell on the back was replaced. Had the crank turned and polished, so should be pretty much ready to rock and roll. I mean, this motor didn't have very many miles on it, but this truck I have a lot of time and money in, so I wanted everything to be new. I guess we'll get ready to put it together and paint it. If anybody asks, this is the proper way to install a camshaft.
You did what you had to do.
Short block all put together, pretty much. Rods, all that stuff ran. So now I'm going to start putting the cam in, and then we'll work on timing chain, oil pump, and then timing cover, and get ready to paint the block. Alright guys, it's been a little bit since I've been working on my motor, so I got a customer's car in here I've been tinkering with. So, engine's painted. I kind of got ahead of myself. Here is the first look at the paint. It is a tropical glitz color. See if we can get a better shot of the flake in it. It's hard to see it on camera, but it does have quite a bit of flake in it. I did have some issues, just me being impatient. I did base coat and everything, or I guess a sealer, and then the base coat, and I had a little bit of solvent pop in a couple spots just because it was probably temperature and I didn't let it flash off long enough. But you know, it's not perfect. It is what it is. You know, it's just a motor. Water pump will cover it. Everything will cover it. So that's all done. Water, oil pump, everything's in it. So these are all, it's all new stuff. Oil pump girdle, some other miscellaneous parts. But we're gonna start on doing the heads. So I'm gonna work on changing all the valve springs out, putting new valve seals in, and then yeah, we will go from there. Get these suckers painted. I'll put the black base coat on, and then I'll let these dry for a while so we don't have an issue like we did on that. And then I'll throw the base coat on, clear coat it, and we'll throw the heads on, get the oil pan ready to rock and roll, and then yeah, we should be getting close to at least having the long block kind of put together. got all the valves cleaned up with the wire wheel, all the carbon knocked off of them. They're all wiped down. We got all new valve seals, so now we're going to start putting the valves back in with the new springs. Probably should have waited to primer this because I got oil and everything, but we'll have to clean that off. But let's get to putting this head back together. Okay, now that I got all the springs in, everything's back together, what I'm going to do is take a dead blow. Make sure you use the dead blow, not a normal hammer, else you'll chew the end of the valve up. But what we're going to do is we're going to tap these. Hear that pinging noise? We're going to make sure that all these keepers are in these hats correctly. Just double check our work. Last two. Okay. So yeah, here's all the old valve springs, the stock ones. These are Richard Holdner Performance springs. The only thing kind of odd about these, if I can get my finger in there, is I don't know what they were around, if you can see that on camera or not, but they're covered in like hair or some sort of sawdust or something. So I had to clean all these off before I put them in, but it's kind of odd. I've never seen that before. So all right, so now I guess I'm gonna wipe all this stuff off, clean everything off real well. I'm gonna set this head over there next to the fire and let it start getting warm so I can spray the base, or the black base on it, and then go from there. I'm going to do this other head off camera just because you've seen one, you don't need to watch it over again. So I'm going to get back with you once I get both heads done. Alright, got the lifter trays in, lifters, the torque down, do fresh head gasket. So yeah, I'm going to grab that bad boy and somewhere like that. Oh, baby. Boom. Just like that. Look at that. Cylindro head installed. Just leave those in there for now. Got the instruction manual. Remove all oil from both sides of each washer. Ultra torque lubricant, tighten bolts. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead, wipe all the bolts off, get everything ready. I'll get them all where they're supposed to go, and I'll do a time lapse of torquing them in, and we'll throw one of the new fancy valve covers I bought on, see what it looks like. But all right, so we got all the bolts in with the speed wrench. They're all, bottomed out. First pass, it says 25 foot-pounds, so we're going to go ahead and do that first round and then just go through the sequence. I guess I'll pick this up here, easier to see it. Next step, 50 foot-pounds. Let's bump this baby up to 50. All right, now last one, 80 foot-pounds. And then the top 5 are 25 foot-pounds. These ones are only 25, and it doesn't say specific order, so we'll start in the middle and bounce around, crisscross them. Just because it doesn't really call it out, but it's just a good rule of thumb. Don't torque them all on the line. Okay. Outside. Alright, that's it. That head is installed. Put that down there with that stuff. Yeah, we got ARP head bolts, not head studs. This motor is not going to be a very high boost motor. Honestly, stock head bolts probably would have been fine, but I like to go a little bit overkill on everything, so put nice hardware in it. It's also got ARP rod bolts in it. Not that I needed them, but whatever. And got the fancy, wherever it's at, balancer bolt from ARP. So put some okay-ish parts in it. Hastings rings. It's got the King bearings in it. Just kind of try to buy nicer stuff so that it hopefully lasts. The motor's not going to be under a whole lot of stress all the time. I mean, it's going to be my daily in tow rig and maybe 6.5, 7 pounds of boost. So this motor should be more than plenty outfitted wise to handle that. So yeah, let's throw this valve cover on and see what it looks like. I want to see if these even fit. These old Amazonian jungle website ones I bought. So let's check it out. So there it is. It's a two-piece. This is the wrong side, I think. I think this is actually the passenger side. But got a little cute little oil fill in the side. Oh, Jesus. Now it's going to be... Threads are ruining that, and it'll never go back on. Oh, it did. Well, this was, I don't know, I wanted to try something a little bit different in the stock manifolds, or, excuse me, Jesus, late. Stock valve covers. I put stock ones on all my builds, and I'm gonna try something different. These were 150 bucks on Amazon, so figured why not. Only thing is I mean, they do sit kind of tall. I mean, they're a pretty tall looking valve cover. I mean, with the intake, it'll be interesting to see what it looks like. So I might run these, I might not. We'll see. I just figured it'd look kind of nice having the coil packs covered, and you know what I'm saying. Only thing I'm worried about is the passenger side, is the turbo mount on the passenger side. If it's going to put that turbo too close to this manifold, or man, you know what? Too close to the valve cover. I do have flanges I ordered for the T4, so I can build a little 45 off of that and push the turbo out a couple inches if I need to. Hopefully not, but yeah, well, I guess we'll just have to see, and when we get everything mounted up on the other side, how it all fits. So off camera, I'm going to paint the other head, get everything ready to rock and roll for that side, and then we'll go ahead and do that. All right, guys, so we had to change plans. I'm not using this motor anymore, to be honest. So all that money that I've dumped into it, no bueno. I guess it's not as bad, but it's done. It's just gonna go in storage at the moment. I have some other projects I'm thinking I'm gonna use on it. Use it for. Not really sure yet. Maybe I might not even turbo it on the next one. It might just be a NA motor just for street fun. It should still make pretty decent power. But did some thinking about the truck and what we're doing. So yeah, I will show you where we're at, why we're not using that. This is why we're not using that motor. If you can tell, looking at the way that this is Cummins. It's 12 valve, 96 P-pump Cummins. Obviously there's a bunch of stuff missing on it. I've been taking it apart to get it ready for gaskets, So, this thing came out of a 96. It's outside. It was wrecked. It's got like two and change on it, 100,000 miles. Runs really good. It's got the killer dial pin fixed already. Newer P-pump, miscellaneous odds and ends. We got all new gaskets here for it, all new seals, everything. So this thing's going to get a complete reseal, no more leaking 12 valve, which, I mean, if you've had a Cummins, you know that's pretty standard with them. It's almost mandatory, so that it leaks somewhere. So we got that. Biggest thing, the reason I wanted this truck is that right there. So this truck, so it's a little dirty now, I mean, doing stuff in here, but that is an NV4500. It's been, had the 5th gear nut fixed, welded, I sandblasted it and painted it. So she's got some shine to her. That's all been done. We're gonna do the same thing with the motor. Maybe not sandblast, but we're gonna do sandblast what we can, and then paint her all up, doll it up. I got a pretty cool scheme for paint on this one. I'm excited. So